In the following video, we're going to go over the steps to properly assemble the VogueBed. All of the items are included in 4 cartons total, one being the headboard, the footboard, and lastly the rails. Begin by opening the headboard carton and removing all of its contents. With the hardware, be sure to install the lock washer and the flat washer to each bolt. Next, with the legs, match up the tags on the back of them to what's on the back of the headboard, being left and right, verifying which side the legs will go on correctly. Using 3 of the bolts, install these through the leg and into the back of the headboard, starting these by hand. Next, with the stretcher, slide the dowels into place and install 1 bolt to secure that into place. Now use the drill to tighten up all 4 of the bolts on this side. Next, you will repeat the process on the opposite side, making sure to line up the tags to be sure you're using the correct left and right leg. Install the bolts from the leg to the headboard, and lastly, from the stretcher to the leg. Once these are all started, go ahead and tighten these down with the drill. Next, you'll stand the headboard up and gently place it against the wall that it's intended to go to. Using the hardware, install the lock washer and flat washer, and start these by hand into the 3 slot locations in the headboard. And then using a rail, hook these onto the bolts, making sure that the washers are left on the outsides, so the rail lands between the washers and the headboard. Once these are all started, you can use a drill to tighten these up. You can either use a Phillips head bit or a 1/2 inch socket. And repeat the process at the footboard end, making sure the rails land between the washers and the footboard, and repeat the process on the opposite side to complete the structure of the bed. Next, with the slats, which are included with the rail carton, install the 6 center leg supports to the underside of each slat. There are notches found in the side rails that these will rest into, so set these into place, and using the included wood screws, you'll install 2 wood screws at each end of each slat. There are 12 screws in all, and repeat this process on the opposite side. Once all of these screws are installed, the bed is now ready to be used.